Welcome to Workhorse Personnel and Best Choice Products Employee Requirements and Safety Guidelines. Today we'll be discussing the essential safety protocols and requirements to ensure a safe and productive work environment. Safety guidelines are crucial to maintaining a secure workplace. In this section we will cover the key safety rules and procedures that all employees must follow. Adhering to these guidelines not only protects you but also your colleagues. Let's dive into the specifics. Congratulations on your new temp-to-hire position at Best Choice Products. This video outlines key elements of a comprehensive injury and illness prevention program and requirements of your position. Our mission is to provide a safe and healthful work environment for all employees and to prevent injuries and illnesses by establishing a positive safety culture. Safety is considered a priority and equal in importance to production and quality. It is not acceptable for any employee to get injured on the job. We must do everything possible to prevent injuries from occurring in the first place. The success of the Injury and Illness Prevention Program, or IIPP, is dependent upon the support by all management personnel and employees. All managers and employees must work toward continuous improvement in our safety program with an ultimate goal of zero incidents. The IIPP provides a framework for making this goal a reality. Goals of the IIPP include developing, implementing, and managing an effective safety program to assure a safe, healthful, and productive workplace and compliance with applicable state and federal regulations. Developing an incident-free work environment and a place where employees feel valued. Encouraging the responsibility and participation of all employees and management in the organization's safety efforts, providing ongoing safety training to employees and management so that an understanding of hazards and respective safety requirements are established and supported. Now let's move on to preparedness and safe behaviors. First, preparedness. Complete all required training. Know and follow safe practices. And do not work when you are impaired with fatigue, illness, or another potential cause for incident or injury. When it comes to safe behaviors, never work under the influence of drugs or alcohol. We are a drug-free work environment. Anyone known to be under the influence of drugs or intoxicating substances that impair their ability to safely perform the assigned duties shall not be allowed on the job while in that condition. Report the use of prescription drugs that might cause drowsiness to management at the start of every shift. Do not engage in horseplay or any activities that may have an adverse influence on the safety or well-being of other employees. Do not run in the workplace. Walking or climbing on equipment is prohibited. Never stand under or near any suspended load. Never work alone in the facility. And never distract a coworker when they are operating equipment. Finally, let's discuss ergonomics and cleanliness. Follow safe lifting precautions. Lift with your legs, not your back. Use neutral posture without twisting or overextending. Plan out your route and make sure that it is clear before you begin to carry the load. For heavy loads, use material handling equipment whenever possible, or obtain help for heavy or cumbersome loads if there is no material handling equipment present. As for keeping the warehouse facility clean, keep all exits, aisles, emergency equipment, and electrical panels unblocked, with a 36-inch clearance required. Help to prevent slip, trip, and fall hazards by doing a pre-break cleanup and keeping your work area organized throughout the day. Respond when you see a hazard rather than just walking on. Clean up clutter and trip hazards from walkways as soon as you see them, and at a minimum, before each break. Keep tools and equipment in their proper places and clean up spills of non-hazardous materials right away. Warehouse logistics. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, is crucial. Properly wear all required personal protective equipment at all times when you are in the work area. Inspect your personal protective equipment regularly for wear or defects. If your PPE is damaged, inform your supervisor and inquire about a replacement. Wearing closed-top anti-slip-soled shoes and steel-toed boots when required. Now let's talk about forklift and powered industrial truck safety. Do not use a forklift or powered industrial truck unless you are properly certified. When in the shop, assume that forklift and pallet jack operators do not see you. Stay out of forklift and pallet jack corridors as much as possible. For certified operators, only one person at a time is permitted on the equipment. Keep loads low and keep weights within limits. And of course, wear safety belts during operation. Forklift operators' safety and equipment care is essential. Maintenance and facilities personnel are the only people authorized and trained to perform work involving repairs. Do not try to repair any equipment without authorization. If you are authorized to make repairs, make sure that all equipment is locked and tagged out. Report any safety issues or needs to management. Do not use defective or out-of-specification equipment. Now let's move on to BCP standards and procedures. Best choice products, standards and procedures. Punching in. For your first day, please sign in using the paper sheet on the green folder. There are 4 punches per shift, and time clocks are located inside the main break room and employee entrance, where you'll find iPads. Your badge number will either be the last 4 numbers of your phone number or the last 5 of your phone number. Clock and time starts at 7 a.m. Please be aware that the employee entrance door opens 10 minutes before shift time begins. Lunch out begins at 12:30 p.m. and lunch back in from lunch is at 1 p.m. Remember to punch out when you leave in the evening. If you miss any punches, there might be a delay in your pay. If you are unable to clock in or have any time card questions, please contact the BCP HR generalist. The startup meeting is by the employee entrance immediately after lunch and during the 7 a.m. startup of the day. You are entitled to 2 free snacks per day, which are located in the black cabinet in the main employee break room. The first break begins at 10:30 a.m. and lasts for 15 minutes. You do not need to clock out for this break, but please stay within the premises. The third break begins at 3 p.m. and also lasts for 15 minutes. Again, do not clock out and stay within the premises. Shifts can last anywhere between 8 to 12 hours depending on the work scope. There will be times when you will get reshifted and will be doing different job duties. You will need to be able to lift, stand, and bend for over 8 hours. If you have an emergency arise and need to leave early, please notify management, your lead, and contact Workhorse personnel about the early departure. Your schedule is the set schedule provided to you on your onboarding day and can be subject to change. Please make the proper ride adjustments before your first day. There is no leaving early to accommodate. Shift times vary and usually end when the job is completed. The employee entrance remains locked if you happen to be late. Please call the numbers posted on the employee door for assistance in getting inside the building. No entering and exiting the building before breaks. Please report any injuries or property damage to your lead, supervisor, or HR representative. Radio usage is recommended for any medical emergencies needing wheelchair assistance. Safety vests are mandatory. Please use a safety vest while inside the warehouse floor, and be sure to bring in your vests daily, as well as other PPE provided by Workhorse personnel. No new PPE will be provided if forgotten at home. New vests or other PPE will not be provided until you exchange out the old for the new. Gloves and blades will be provided but are not mandatory. Please contact Workhorse personnel for replacement PPE. When going back to break, walk in a single file line as the operators might be driving. Do not block walkways or walk through any of the aisles. If you are operating equipment, please dispose of any pallet wrap. No food or cell phone usage on the warehouse floor. Cell phones are prohibited in the warehouse. No illegal substances on site. If caught, you will be terminated. BCP has a strict clear bag policy. If you bring a backpack or lunch bag, it needs to be clear. If unable to do so, you will be asked to leave your belongings outside the warehouse or in your vehicle. Restrooms are located by shipping and receiving offices in the middle of the warehouse floor and by the front office. Be sure to ask about our near-miss program and where to exit in case of an emergency. You must send a text message to WHP and a voicemail to BCP at least 1 hour before each day you are absent or tardy. Please ensure to include the following information: first and last name, reason for absence or tardy, and when you are expected to return or arrive. You are under a point system and probationary period. No call, no shows or automatic terminations. Please pre-plan any absences and notify Workhorse personnel and your direct supervisor or lead of any upcoming appointments. Congratulations again on your new temp-to-hire position at Best Choice Products. Good luck on your first day. We know you will do great.